Welcome to Daddy Bits, our trade idea show hosted by yours truly, the Trading Daddies. John is still traveling out, so hopefully he gets to his destination safely. But he will be back pretty soon. Again, this is Daddy Bits, our trade ideas show. I am your host, the Master Crayon Eater. I would always say, like always, my amazing co-host. But currently, he's still traveling, as I said earlier. Today is going to be a very interesting one. I have a few tickers that we got from our YouTube subscribers, so we're definitely going to go through those. And the question that we all have right now is, did the shorts cover yet? You know what I mean? So we'll get into that. If you guys want to know more, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice preemptive thumbs up if you guys like this content. Again, if you guys want us to cover a stock, make sure that you guys drop it down in the comment section below. That being said, let's get to it after this intro. All right, what a day! What a day! I'm having a pretty good day, right? I mean, running on a few hours of sleep, but I'm having an amazing day. The market was very kind to us today. They gave us some beautiful tendies that we thought that were gone, right? We thought that the shorts already covered, but we saw more buying power on our plays, and we stand to see a little bit more gains, and we're going to try to see if we could come up with a proper exit and a profitable exit at that before we finally close out the positions. But before we get to the plays, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ did something really cool today. The NASDAQ broke out of the range that we were talking about. If we zoom in real quick, that is beautiful right there, how it broke out of that resistance. It did test that resistance right around the 335 mark is right where we're looking at, and it kind of bounced off of this zone. So a little bit bullish on the NASDAQ. I mean, we ended up a whole dollar over the QQQs. I mean, 0.30%, but we're going to see a little bit more here. Intraday was okay. Actually, intraday was amazing, to be honest with you. Again, this consolidation right here at the open, remember that a consolidation is a short seller's worst enemy. That just means that there's going to be a lot of buying pressure from the bottom and a lot of selling pressure at the top. And we're trying to find a nice equilibrium in order for us to get a good sense of what the true value or the true price is currently for the day. And it's a battlefield, really. To be honest, it's a battlefield. And it looks like the Bulls won on this specific day. We saw a nice rejection over here on this side right here, around this area. We did try to retest that level of support and ultimately just flagging across. So people who are interested to know what flagging means when we call it flagging, you see this pop, this candle. This green candle right here serves as a flagpole, and you see how it consolidated for the next two candles before ultimately popping back again. If you guys draw something here, this right here kind of shows you guys what a flagpole is, because it's kind of riding, or the flagpole, and this is the flag, and it's riding the EMA 9. When we say it is a certain place flagging, that's what we really mean about that. So it ended up ultimately above this range, and we are seeing some nice after hours action. So I think that there's going to be a good move tomorrow. Let's take a look at NASDAQ futures. NASDAQ futures are wow. That's pretty. That's really pretty. That's really. Oh, this is the 15-minute chart. Sorry. Let's take a look at the daily here. Still pretty no matter what you look at it. Today we saw that there was that rejection off of the EMA 9. We're seeing a little bit more of a pop that's forming right here. Again, it's still early, around 6 o'clock here in the West Coast, so we'll see. We'll wait until we'll wait and see what happens overnight. Let's take a look at the SPY. For all you SPY traders, this was a beautiful day too. Notice that the SPY it bounced off of the EMA 9. So that right there tells me that it's a fairly bullish move, in my opinion. And we kind of a little bit of a chop session really earlier in the day, and ultimately coming back up for the day. And this right here is a nice little pop at the end of the after hours session. Spy features. Spy features are looking good. 0.19, 0.20. So we might see a little bit more gains tomorrow. I would not be afraid to go long on certain plays around here. You can still day trade, find the momentum. But long positions, I have a feeling that we can go a little bit higher. Notice that we are potentially testing a previous high of 42.38. So if that ever pops above 42.38, yeah, for sure, load up on your longs. And that's pretty much it for the market conditions. Again, this is not financial advice. The stocks that we cover here are, plays that John and I take a look at and see if there's any value that we could probably enter and find exits on. Try to see if we can make some profit off of them. So if you guys are following our trades, make sure that you guys manage your risk accordingly. And if you guys win some trades, give us a nice shout out, subscribe to the channel, do what you need to do to support the channel and make the community grow. And if you guys lose money, it's not like we didn't warn you guys, you know what I mean? Again, we're going to cover AMC because AMC is still one of the hottest stocks currently. I don't think that the shorts have covered yet. Again, we drew this wedge for you guys. It is very much alive. We are looking at a wedge end date, I like to say, of 6:10. So don't be alarmed if we're trading sideways until then. But what happened after hours was actually really interesting. I was expecting a little bit of a sell-off, or even a higher sell-off pressure after this very, very, very big sell candle right here. We did see a little bit more to the downside. It broke levels of the day, but after hours we're kind of seeing some hope. It did finish above 55 where it closed out, so there may be more, and I don't think the shorts have covered yet. I really do not think that they have covered yet. Ortex data is showing us that they're suggesting that short interest went down around 14.81%. So if you guys aren't following Ortex on Twitter, go ahead and give them a follow. Definitely a good way for you guys to take a look at what the heavy short sellers are still in currently. But there were some borrowed shares today. So borrowed shares, meaning that they borrowed 3.27 million shares to short. So it's not over yet by any means. I still think that the short squeeze is still coming, and they're saying that it's the MOAS, the mother of all short squeezes. So stay tuned. The next stock that I'm going to cover actually came from from one of our YouTube subscribers, Binaya Frame. He is asking if Nokia is any good. Let's take a look at Nokia, ticker symbol NOK. NOK. For Nokia, it's not a heavily shorted stock. From my current research, it showed me that it was only 0.59 of short interest. What I'm seeing here is an overbought RSI, right? So for the people who are following the way that we trade here, we trade off of technicals, and you see an overbought RSI, anything above 70. I would not try to go long on this unless there's insane buying pressure. It is also one of the Reddit stocks, so there may be a scenario where it keeps on going higher. Today was a really good day. What's interesting about this stock specifically is the after hours action. It ended at 561, and we came 561, and it ended today after hours at 567. So maybe a little bit more of a continuance right there, a nice little gap up. But if you are already in Nokia, I would hold on to whatever you have right now. But if you are looking for an entry, me personally, I would stay away. It's not looking good. It looks like I'm chasing something here, and I don't like to chase stocks unless I see a pullback. And I don't see any nice gaps on this either. If I see a pullback to maybe 532, If it bounces off of 532, which is the EMA 9, I might consider taking a stab at it. The next stock that we're going to cover is Gogo from our good friend Paco. Paco said, how about Gogo? You know what? Let's go to Gogo. Let me pull up the chart for Gogo. Gogo, interestingly enough, is heavily shorted, according to TD Ameritrade, which I use for trading. Gogo is 32% shorted. Sheesh, that's a lot. And let's see, how much is the float here? There's still 109 million shares that are currently still being traded. So this could definitely squeeze. We saw a little bit of a pause today. Remind you guys, I said earlier that when we say it's flagging, this is what we mean. Flagpole, anything above the EMA 9, it kind of makes it like a little bit of a triangle, and then another flagpole, and you can see here some consolidation. Always remember that when we see a nice pop, it's not always to the moon. There could be a scenario where we see some consolidation, which is good. Consolidation is great, especially if you're holding on to your place, as long as it doesn't break down below the EMA 9. What's really cool about the EMA 9, however, it does follow up. It does catch up to the current price. Eventually, the candlestick is going to ride along the EMA 9. Unless we see some selling pressure, then it kind of breaks down. And then at that point, the chart's already busted, in my opinion. Intraday, we saw some selling pressure on Nokia, but it ultimately ended up higher than where it ended. So it closed today at 14.14. Oh, I mean, not Nokia. I'm sorry, not Nokia, but Gogo. Ended at 14.14, and it closed after hours at 14.46. So we might see some nice flatness tomorrow, which is great if you are in Nokia. I might take a flyer on this, trying to see if I could make some short momentum gains, especially if this runs with AMC and it squeezes. I would definitely hope that you guys make some good money on this. But that is pretty much it for Daddy Bits. Again, short episode, just have nobody to bounce my stupid ideas off of. So again, if you guys haven't yet, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the post notification bell, give us a nice thumbs up if you guys like this content. And if you guys want us to cover any stocks, comment down section below. We'll get to those on the next episode. What else? If you haven't yet, make sure you hit up our friends over at Bust Down Investments. If you guys want to learn how to trade, be a new trader, just brush up on some skills, hit up our friend Jay over at Bust Down Investments. He will definitely show you in the right direction. If you haven't yet, follow us on all our social media. Follow me at Trading Poppy. Follow John at John C Trades. Trading Daddies for the both of us. TradingDaddies.com for all your news, your merch. Robinhood sucks for 15% off your entire purchase. And with that being said, let's get trading. And remember, guys, the charts do not lie.